Planet X rules the airwaves, and our new TV channel is coming really soon to take over your TV.
Welcome, guys, back to another episode of Planet X. We're here with old Planet X farmhand, Mike Sick. Why do they call you Mr. Sick?
That's my name. That's my fame.
And why do you know so much about so many things?
Well, I could say there's a lot of sick people in the world, but not everyone has the brand. So when you have the brand of sick, it's the belief that you can get better every day. So I want to learn something every day, and every day I learn something, it's a good day.
Awesome. That's a good way to be healthy, too, is to be sick, or to be like Mike, as they say. We're here at the MIIKE in Miramar, California, where magical things happen. Tell us a little bit about this place and why it's so important to make stuff.
Well, this is what they call an industrial co-working space. Very, very cool. They have a wood shop, they have a metal shop, they have 3D printing, they have welding, so you can make anything here. And they also have office spaces and conference rooms. So, if you're a artisan or a young company or an entrepreneur, you can build your prototypes, you can build your beta units here, you can work on, your shapes. And then you're in just a creative environment where you're being inspired by every other person that's doing some sort of creation that they're making here at the Maketory.
So it's one of those examples where 1 + 1 might equal 3.
No doubt, no doubt.
Stuff. And tell us a little bit about the ownership guys behind this project, and what do you think the potential is for future projects like this elsewhere?
Well, Carlos is the founder, and Sean's the general manager, and they do a great job of working with all the members and everything. They've talked about expanding. I believe there are similar facilities around the country. There is obviously a lot of WeWorks and co-working spaces. It's been super trendy, but to have the complement of equipment and workspace for building prototypes and beta units and so forth. It's probably the only one in San Diego that I'm aware of at this point of any significance. I think somebody was trying to start one in North County. So it's something that's going to expand. My son actually works for the Museum of Natural History in LA, and he's taking a welding class, and he's going to Costa Mesa to do it. So that says to me that he could have came down here and visited Dad, but
Well, and also that there's a need for more factories, Maketories.
It's not really a factory.
Fake it until you make it.
Yeah, right. It's making it. Making it so you can make it.
Yeah.
So, the creative process and product development, needs to occur and have a bunch of things come together nicely, so you can have a finished product that you can go out in the market and you can sell and build a viable business, because it's tough to build a great product because there's a lot of people that that can figure out, hey, how I can do it as well. But it's not everybody takes what it takes to actually build a prototype, go into production, launch it in the marketplace. 3 very different aspects of business and expertise. There's a lot of companies that are involved with innovation, and GE was the innovation company. Maybe they should have a presence here and have a team and just saying, hey, what can we build to improve our product line, or where's the market going? Where's the future?
It seems like it would make sense for somebody like that to have an ownership stake in a company like this, just strictly for the purpose of having the possibility to invest in a young idea.
That's
first right of refusal.
That's true. Although you can only have one owner, if you will, and there's lots of companies that may want to access the energy that's happening in places like this. It's industrial co-working space, but right here is a conference room, and here's a bunch of private offices. So looks like any other co-working space, but none of them have the shop like down below. And I think there's 34,000 square feet here, so
plenty of room.
Pretty sizable, and also on 2 levels.
San Diego, one of the most beautiful cities on the planet. A lot of stuff going on here. There's biotech, there's military. Talk about some of those categories of business here in San Diego.
Well, there's certainly wireless. Qualcomm was big here, and then you have all the biotech companies on Torrey Pines, Life Sciences. That's even in North County.
Oceanography.
Actually, a lot of people who are at Scripps Institute Oceanography are also underwater hockey players. So, they love the water. We all want to keep the ocean clean. We all want clean water. And, you look at what's happening in Gaza with no water at all. That's I probably don't want to say it on camera, but it's a cluster.
We'll cut that out. All right, Mike, you've worked with so many different companies over the years. Talk about some that you're working with now.
Well, I've actually been doing this for 20 years as an independent. I've worked with over 100 companies, helping them launch new products and services. A couple of cool projects I'm working on. One is called Camera Eye. It's an AI-powered swimming pool safety camera. So you mount your camera, you point it at the pool and the surrounding of the pool, and with your finger on your phone, you draw a perimeter. Somebody walks over that perimeter, it could be 10 feet from the water, you're going to get a notification on your phone. It's going to start setting off alerts and alarms. So if you got a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old,
it'll let you know.
Before they even get wet, you could do an intervention. But more importantly, the AI also looks at the position of the swimmers, if they're bobbing and flailing, if they're moving or not moving, not moving from position, but just in the same position. So all the same things that lifeguards are trained to look for, we've trained the Camera Eye AI to look for, so it can identify the difference between normal swim behavior and distress.
Now, is it weird that you trained your AI pool monitor to look for G-strings?
Well, that is a special feature where I have to personally approve all those frames myself.
Well, that makes sense. And Mike's great ideas are never-ending. Talk about some more other companies that you're working with now.
There's another company I've been working with called Remy Health. They make a digital otoscope. So you go in the doctor and they look in your ear, nose, and throat. Well, if you have like a 10-month-old or an elderly parent that's immune impaired and can't move, how about taking this otoscope, take the picture, ear, nose, and throat through telemedicine, send it to the doctor. You don't need to leave your home, and telemedicine's available 24/7. It's really the future. They're called Remy Health. It's fairly inexpensive, less than $200, so you can have one at home. And I've been talking with them about trying to encourage people, physician groups or hospital system, send every new mom home with one of these. So, if your infant's having a problem, you're not there at 2 o'clock in the morning at the ER trying to have somebody look while somebody else is bleeding out next to you.
Yeah.
You'll have a much better night if you could do a little telemedicine and pick up your prescription in the morning as opposed to trying to get an appointment with the doctor.
Yeah, and while you're waiting, you could probably play a little underwater hockey.
That's true, and maybe a couple pickleballs too.
Guys, we're all fans of podcasting. Mike Sick has a podcast called Sick and Glick with a guy named Mike Glickenhaus. Tell us about that.
Well, Mike and I are both guys with significant gray hair and receding hairlines, which has all been earned by many, many life experiences. Some pretty good, some not so good, but it comes with the turf, right? And we have opinions, don't always agree with each other, but we have opinions about just about everything. And as a consultant, I spent most of my life telling people what they should be doing, so I'm more than happy to tell anybody what they should be doing. Ideally, they're paying me to tell them that, but on the Sick and Glick, they're getting it all for free.
So to close things up, Mike, talk about, in your opinion, what is the purpose of life?
Purpose of life is have a good time.
Have a good time, guys. We'll be back with more good times right after this on Planet X.
Here on the Planet X Network, we love people from around the galaxy.